the edge to Gary Russell because of not just the amateur experience, but also he has 20 some odd fights as a pro. So I think, and the fact that he has more pop behind his punches. So I give Gary the edge here in this one.
Oscar, big elephant in the room. Everybody wants to know what's going on with Golden Boy. Can you just give us an update on what's going on with the company? I know you're happy about it, but just, you know, the fans, everybody's wondering what's going on.
Everything is moving forward 1,000%. We're making fights. We're just moving forward, full steam ahead. And you know, it's exciting because we have this big show this Saturday, which we're all excited about at the Home Depot Center. We obviously have all our Fox dates, which we're putting together and moving forward with that. We have a busy schedule ahead of us with July 12th with Canelo versus Lara. And then moving forward after that, we're putting everything together. So it's just a matter of tying all the loose ends. We'll be making announcements shortly, but I'm very excited about the future of Golden Boy, and you know, this is what I love doing. This is boxing is my life, and boxing is what I breathe. So it's exciting to be part of this exciting sport and help it grow and give the fight fans really what they deserve.
You know, a lot of people are wondering how many fighters are still signed to your company. Is that something you guys have already sorted out? Do you know off the top of your head now and looked into it who's still with you and who may not be with you guys?
We have a lot of fighters that are with us that are signed to Golden Boy. I mean, that's never been a doubt within the company. I mean, for instance, we have, you know, Robert Guerrero's a Golden Boy fighter, you know, for this Saturday. You know, Soto Caras. You know, obviously Saul Canelo Alvarez and Leo Santa Cruz, and you know, then the list goes on, and Abner Mares. And so fights we're gonna make, dates we're gonna get, events we're gonna put on. I mean, it's all about just doing the right fights for the fans. That really is what my vision was when I started Golden Boy, and we're gonna continue on that tradition moving forward.
You see a top-ranked fighter here, Lomachenko. Is this a sign of things to come? I know you want to, you know, not have any more promotional views or anything. Is this what's going to happen more often now too, with Golden Boy working with other promoters, working with Top Rank, and kind of opening it up to the market?
I'm going to work with everybody and anybody, as long as we're making the best fights happen. Look, Golden Boy Promotions is extremely excited with Corona, who we deal with. We're excited with and very happy with all the work that AT&T has done, and Showtime, and we're going to continue doing the work and working together and giving the fight fans what they deserve. I mean, if it's going to take for me to work with every promoter out there, I mean, I can envision Golden Boy versus the rest of the promoters, for instance, you know, in one night. You know, those are the type of fights and events I want to put on together, you know, so we can show the fans that Golden Boy and myself, we want to do it for the fans. That's it. That's the bottom line.
Oscar, I know a few shows back on the Golden Boy show, you guys had an announcer that brought a lot of wrestling fans over because of his following. The announcer was JR.
Right.
Is Jim Ross going to be calling more fights for Golden Boy?
Yes, he will be calling more fights.
You just made a lot of fans happy.
So you know, he was great actually. His first time around with the troops there in Texas, and you know, but that's thinking outside the box, and you know, that's what Fox brings to the table, and that's what Golden Boy brings to the table, is thinking outside the box and just really pleasing the fans.
You know, you made a comment, you said you want to work with all the promoters. With the split, I know Floyd came out and said he doesn't want to do any work with Golden Boy. What was your reaction towards that?
Well, obviously when you hear something like that, it's obviously a little disappointing, but I believe the next day Leonard Allaby retracted his statement and said they are obviously open to working with Golden Boy. So look, we're very happy. We've done a great job, and this is vice versa. We've done a great job for Floyd. He's done a great job for boxing. You know, with Floyd Mayweather Promotions and us with Golden Boy Promotions, we've promoted his last 7-8 fights. We know how to promote. Golden Boy is a machine. It's a well-oiled machine, and so, like I said, we're moving forward. We're doing the big events. We have new ideas, innovative ideas that I can't wait to implement and just move forward with the sport of boxing to making sure the fans get the fights that they want.
What are those new ideas, if you want to share?
Well, I don't want to share them yet because, you know, they're brewing. They're you know, we're just putting everything together, and I'm sure we'll have an announcement very soon.
Oscar, how was your time at the Boxing Hall of Fame and having Bob Arum over there?
It was great. I mean, having everybody there. I mean, Don King was there, Bob Arum was there. You know, Felix Trinidad with Joe Calzaghe. It was a moment where I really felt proud to be part of boxing, to be part of this great sport, to be involved with the growth of the sport. You know, I was thinking when I was sitting down, you know, ready to say my speech. So when they called my name and I was saying my speech, I was already thinking, wow, you know, I can have the opportunity of being the first person ever to not only be inducted into the Hall of Fame as a fighter, but maybe 30 years from now they can induct me into the Hall of Fame as a promoter. That's my goal now. My goal is to just give the fight fans the best fights they deserve and put on the best events, and then we'll see what happens. So I'm looking forward to going back as a spectator, as a Hall of Famer, but my goal and my vision, my aspirations are to hopefully be the first and become the very first fighter to be inducted also as a promoter.
Was that speech, how was it coming up with that speech? Was it a little difficult because memories started coming back, emotions coming back, or was it?
Yeah, it was. I really had to control my emotions, especially talking about my father, talking about my family. My kids were there. It was difficult, but I had to. It was important for me to stay on my speech, on my notes that I've been working on for weeks, because I want to send the message across. That was my moment, the stage to really talk to the world, you know, and tell them, hey, you know, boxing needs help. Boxing needs help, and this is what Golden Boy is gonna do. We're gonna make sure that the fans have the fights that they deserve. That's it.
Were you as surprised as all of us what happened with Cotto and Martinez?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Crazy, huh?
I was surprised of how easily it happened. I had a feeling that Cotto was gonna knock him out because that was the only way I felt that Cotto would win. See, I didn't take into consideration the knee issue with Martinez and the age and the reflexes and the year layoff.
Yeah.
See, Cotto was just he was on a whole different level, you know, emotionally and physically. He did a tremendous job. I mean, I give him all the credit in the world, but I expected Cotto to knock him out. I expected that the only way that he would win is by knocking him out, and he did.
You know what we all want next, right?
Absolutely, and obviously Canelo has a very difficult, tough fight in front of him, July 12th, and that's our main focus right now. No talks whatsoever. Right now, we're focused 100% on Canelo Lara.